Jesus, ASMR for everybody.
What does that stand for?
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Is that like legit?
Legit, I promise.
Oh,
I looked it
wow.
up like a million times.
Well, good thing they made it into an acronym.
What'd you say?
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Too many ASMR videos.
Huh?
Too many ASMR videos.
I told you.
Adam, you're too young to know about the Chili Peppers.
Is that what he's wearing? A t-shirt?
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think that might have been the first cassette
Cassette! Oh my god.
that I was ever given. And my bio dad bought it for me.
Oh my god.
He's like, "Don't tell your mother I got you this shit." I was like, "Dad, there's a song called Suck My Kiss," so pretty sure I'm gonna hide this from my
Thanks,
mom.
Dad.
Oh, Andy lost his Camaro on Wheel of Fortune. What a bummer.
What? You watching Wheel of Fortune?
I am.
God, you're
I
so
love this
old.
show. I love this show. There's nothing better than people not getting all the way to the end and not guessing the final puzzle or getting bankrupt. It's the best. All right, so
there was a clip that I watched. It was like 3 people in a row got bankrupt.
on Wheel of Fortune,
Yeah.
there was this. Oh my God, there was these 2 chicks and a black guy, and the first chick guessed the song.
Sorry. Tell me what's funny on the start.
The first chick guessed the puzzle. She got it wrong. The second chick guessed it, and she got it wrong. He's like, "I'm a spin." He's like, "Fuck guessing, I'm a spin."
That's hilarious.
3 minutes.
I had a freaking shave. I had a neck beard going on.
I touched up my up here, my cheek area.
I
It's
cut
creeping up to
myself.
my eyes.
I cut my pimple off.
I remember my first time.
Ow.
Adam, he's been growing that for 13 years. So.
I'll get there one day. I got my razor still in the package. Just for one moment.
Someday I'm gonna need this. He's showing his son, dusting it off. Little Adam, look.
You might need this someday. Probably won't, but
Maybe before me.
You never know. Damn, Quail's already in here.
is he?
Mm-hmm.
My dude. I posted everything, right? Yeah.
Thank you. I saw it on Instagram. There's Twitter.
You don't have Facebook, so you can't check.
Negative.
Unbelievable, Adam. How European of you. Also, I was listening to. Was it the one with Eryc where you talked about ScarJo and the transgender role?
Yes.
Oh, you guys were talking about something before that. Was it movies? Oh no, you're talking about the contest game. So you're like, oh, there's really no way to segue into this. I was like, oh no, you missed your opportunity.
Wait, what?
That was a perfect opportunity to segue from Contest of Champions into
yeah.
ScarJo's Black Widow.
You're right. Because we were talking shit on you.
Yeah.
Because you spent a lot of money on him.
Yeah.
Well, everybody does it.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
But the money spent makes you better. Not like Fortnite where you just get to dress differently.
So it's pay to win.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
PT dub.
PT dub, that's funny. Oh shit.
It's 7:00, Nico.
Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Get Perspective Podcast, episode 4, featuring my brother Eryc and my co-host Adam. So, Eryc, before we get started, is there anything you like to say about yourself or anything like that?
I mean, I could talk about myself for the next hour, but we won't do that. I'm a pretty good dad. I guess I'm an okay husband, according to my wife. And
She's still there.
No, she's not here. Yeah, let's get it going.
All right. So, shit. Already forgot my topics.
Oh boy.
Yeah, turn off the music. Jesus, I'm all over the place. All right, first off, since we're on a streaming platform, Twitch, so far it's been good to me. I'm not that big though, so I can't really partake in like the big controversies. But lately, a big streamer just moved off the platform, Ninja. Wait, what?
I was reading the chat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
me too. So Ninja got a contract with Mixer, which is another streaming site. I don't know why, but apparently he got paid quite a bit of money.
Yeah, I know why.
Yeah. Why?
You gotta. Well, supposedly Microsoft paid him $100 million
Holy shit.
to stop streaming on Twitch and to stream exclusively on their platform. That, I mean,
I would go.
that's all it takes.
Right, money. Just throw enough money at somebody, they'll do anything.
That's a payday.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple other things I read about. I guess like his life balance wasn't there. He said he went on a honeymoon with his wife, obviously, and and he was gone for like 6 days, and he lost just thousands of followers.
Mm-hmm.
He said that being on Twitch didn't allow him to live, I guess, the kind of life that he wanted to, but going to Mixer, where there's less subscribers, but it could be more focused for him, is going to allow him to do things without negatively impacting his subscribers.
And
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I see that too, because if he streams anything besides Fortnite, his viewers go so far. It's like, it's not loyal. They're loyal to the game rather than him, if that makes sense. They like when he plays that game because it's kind of like trendy, but like when he plays another game that they don't give a shit about, they're just like, all right, we'll go watch someone else that's playing Fortnite. And I think that's the problem with that community.
I was also gonna say on Twitch for subscribers, you obviously have to pay, what is it, $4.99
$4.99, yeah.
or something like that, and subs on Mixer are free.
Yeah.
It's just like basically a follow.
And
But I mean, I can see when someone's gone for so long on Twitch, they don't want to pay that money if they're not going to be able to watch that person.
Right.
So you have to be very consistent on Twitch compared to Mixer, which I guess is, I don't know how Mixer technically works, but I'm assuming it's probably just all donations is how they get there, and obviously money from Microsoft.
Well, I thought I read something that there was a pay thing for Mixer too.
Yeah.
Is he a PC or
PC, yeah.
Xbox? Okay.
He used to be a pro Halo player for Xbox, yeah. So I think that's where he's going back to his roots, it looks like, because he started with Microsoft. I mean, he's going to feel like he's going to stick with it. Because, for one, obviously they're paying him, and he gets to do what he wants. I think that's Mixer's whole, what should I, spiel, I guess. Like, they're all about the person rather than the content. Yeah, because there was the CEO actually streams, and he was saying on one of his streams that he he wants to be transparent. He wants, like, unlike Twitch where the Alinity scandal where she wasn't banned for something, but somebody was banned for something way less, like, you know, and she got away with spitting vodka into a cat's mouth, and somebody got banned for 6 days. That's like a whole paycheck, you know, for somebody. That's someone's well-being for reading chat while driving. And another hand, they have another girl that's reading chat driving, speeding because she has like a speedometer thing on her stream, and she wasn't nothing. She didn't get anything. And they sent it to the guy that got banned, Canute. You know Canute, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got banned for a whole week. Oh, for just reading chat while driving. So they're not really transparent about the rules. They're not really enforcing them to everybody. And I think that's what Mixer's trying to do better.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna. I mean, Ninja definitely had 14 million followers on Twitch. So obviously they're losing one of their biggest content creators, moving over to Mixer. So I don't know how. Plus all the controversies going on with Twitch, like obviously all the bans and the, you know, letting all the people
and not
like
bans.
Yeah, and I don't know how. I guess. What was the like you said, the Alinity like getting banned?
She didn't get banned at all.
Yeah, and I don't know how Mixer is.
Well, the rules are really transparent, and then the whole Twitch thought thing, they're really transparent about that as well. They allow certain things, like they allow bikinis and stuff like that, but it has to be a mature tag on it. It can't be a teen or family friendly thing, and they're having, you know, bikinis and stuff.
You guys can hear that squeaking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I think IGN just posted something on Twitter. Twitter about the Mixer's Ninja's new streaming platform. I guess that's what it's being known for now, as criticized for seemingly strict clothing guidelines.
Yeah.
There's 3 different clothing guides, and it's split into 3 sections of family friendly, teen stream, and then 18 plus stream.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's strict. The only thing that is gonna affect is the women with cleavage, and I think that's the only thing that's gonna affect, because a guy can wear a tank top now, which on Twitch some guys get in trouble for. They used to get in trouble for wearing, you know, just a tank top or no shirt and stuff like that, but now they can. And but girls aren't allowed to show cleavage, so that was like their double standard there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but then you still have like Casey Tron, and you still have like Boobles. You have all these other streamers that wear nothing but don't get in trouble for it. But then a little streamer, kind of, you know,
it's smaller account.
I read somewhere too that a lot of Destiny 2 players are getting contracts to go to Mixer. I think Mixer's starting to throw out contracts to people to get their platform bigger, and I think a lot of people are going to take the money.
I would.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, especially if Microsoft wants to integrate everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's got to be some easier usability from Ninja standpoint, with it all being on the same Microsoft service.
I actually created a Mixer and thought about streaming on a Mixer just because it's like the new thing and try to get ahead of the curve. But
no one thought about streaming on Mixer until
Ninja, which is insane. But
I mean, I guess he has that clout pull.
Yeah. Speaking of clout pull, good transition. There's
God, I'm good.
Tana Mongu and Jake Paul got married.
Is that how you say her last name?
I don't care. They got married a couple weeks ago, I think. A week ago? I don't know.
So I guess something like that.
And it's what do you guys think about that? 2 internet.
It's dumb as fuck.
Well, I was reading it may not even be a legal wedding.
Yeah.
Because the guy wasn't ordained in the county that they got married in.
Yeah, like Arizona or whatever.
Whoops.
Tana Montana. Good one, Kyle. Oh my
So
God.
was it a real wedding?
It might not be under the
'Cause-
law.
No, I'm like saying because she was quoted saying it was for, what was it, for fun and for content.
Yeah.
So was it just to get media attention?
And they charged $60 per view of a live stream of it.
Yeah.
It was a money grab. Like,
It probably worked.
What do you guys think about this whole YouTube personalities? Some not having real integrity about their content. They're just like, hey, pay me to watch me. You know, and it's mostly the Low Gangs and the Jake Paulers and the, Rice Gums and stuff like that. You know, they're just all in it for the money. What do you guys think about it?
That's the way YouTube works now. I mean, if you've read anything about YouTube in the past like couple months, you know they had a big problem with very like lenient, I guess, for some people, than some kind of like Twitch.
Yeah.
Very lenient on their big content creators, and then the smaller ones get demonetized instantly for uploading the video, and then
And I think
I hate it. I don't like that group of people in general, just the Jake Pauls and the
I don't
Tanas.
understand how they have a following, to be honest. Like, they have one of the biggest followings I've ever seen on YouTube, and quickly, I think, because they're still riding on the cloud of Vine, and they're funny on Vine. Like, I liked watching them on Vine. They were funny. They had skits, but they have dog shit personalities. Like, they're like the worst type of people.
It's the whole trying to be family friendly, appeal to younger kids kind of thing.
Yeah. But people I follow from Vine that I still enjoy is a David Dobrik. He is probably one of the best content creators on the platform because he's original. They're only 4-minute long videos, so he has kind of like a Vine feel to a YouTube platform. So, and I think that's the way content should be made, rather than look at me act like you're hoodlum in another country and then make a bad name for America. You know what I mean?
Bringing back the old Japan.
Yeah. I'm still salty about that because Japanese people look at Americans now and just like go away. Yeah.
He was big enough to where he shouldn't have done something like that.
Yeah.
To pretty much deface an entire country.
Like all you Americans running around, and then
Yeah, they know how much influence they have.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
they know they're not going to get in trouble for it.
it's crazy.
How old are they?
24, 25-ish.
I mean that's part to blame. They're, they weren't and probably still aren't really mature enough to handle all the popularity. So, I mean, that's why you see people like, like Miley Cyrus and Britney Spears go batshit crazy because they got too much stardom too early and weren't mature enough to handle it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with those guys, and they're super douches. They're mega douches. Oh my god.
Off topic, but I thought your name was spelled with a Y.
It is.
You misspelled your own name?
No. So this is the legal way.
The legal?
Yeah. But
So
that's not how against my
so you're
mother
extra?
and father's. I am super extra.
So you added a Y because you're just like, I'm different.
Well, so what I discovered in high school is my initials are ERY. So I was like, well, Y sometimes is an I based on like first grade. so so I threw a C on the end of it, and I was like, oh, dude, that's pretty legit. Like, that's Eryc for sure. So I just started going with it. Now I did look into actually getting it changed, but it's expensive to change just one letter. Like, it's stupid.
Just change your whole name.
Like,
Might
it's
as
so
well.
dumb. I mean, it costs hundreds of dollars to change one single letter in your name.
I think it's just the paperwork they have to go through.
Yeah.
Everything they got to change about it. But
So stupid.
my whole life is a lie. Like, I thought you were ERYC. Like,
Nope.
legit. That makes more sense now. You're normal.
He identifies. with
No,
the-
I'm not.
with the Y.
Yeah. I identify with the Y chromosome. Okay.
That's funny. Oh, wait. Okay. What were you talking about?
The mega douches.
I am.
Jake Paul's.
YouTube just has a really weird way of doing things, and I don't
Another
agree with
segue.
it. Yeah, definitely another segue. Another thing they do weird is when people break records, why do they only acknowledge the people that they want to acknowledge? Because this guy Badshaw was an Indian rapper that broke records in the first 24 hours it was made, but they didn't make a post about it. BTS did the same thing. They made a post about it. Blackpink did it. They made a post about it. Ariana Grande did it. They made a post about it. Taylor Swift, they didn't even break like a record. They broke a specific record. They broke first female artist music video debut or something like that. So it was like very specific, and they announced it on their YouTube. You know, they announced it on their Twitter and stuff. But this guy, an Indian rapper, demolished it, and they didn't even acknowledge it. So, yeah, why?
What is it because of like who he is?
No, he's just a rapper. Like, there was nothing really wrong with it.
Well,
Was
no,
it?
I mean like everybody else that you just named are, I would say, most part globally household names,
Mhm.
and Badshaw may be well known, but maybe more over in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had no idea who it was, and I guarantee if
neither.
you ask most people in America, they probably don't know who it is.
So I read somewhere that the reason he broke the record is because his yes and his video was
That's serious.
played in between videos. So if it's a 15-second ad, at 10 seconds YouTube acknowledges it as a view. So it's in India, to sell advertisement is 10 times cheaper to sell advertisement in America. So I think that's why they didn't acknowledge it. But BTS did the same thing in Japan and Korea. They sold advertisements, but definitely wasn't as severe. Definitely don't have the population as India. So I don't know. There's like a gray area.
It's smart advertising.
Exactly.
Anyway.
It's cheap, smart, and you get the views. But I think that's why YouTube or the Guinness Book of World Records doesn't acknowledge that as a record, because BTS still holds it. You can look it up. BTS still holds the record.
Some K-pop fans are crazy.
Bree has been obsessed.
there will be hell if they lose that record. YouTube will no longer exist.
Yeah.
All go to Mixer.
Everybody, the Twice fans, the Blackpink fans, the BTS fans, they're insane.
Well, and there really shouldn't be a whole lot of political agenda behind it, because Google owns YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they're not really a controversial company when it comes to, well, like from a, like, not like Facebook or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe there's something political. Like, oh, he's a Middle Eastern rapper, so that's not gonna happen. They ain't breaking no records.
I think it's more of the, like I said, just them not acknowledging it because they sold so many ads over there that
Yeah,
it
like
just,
how it happened versus.
It wasn't like a legit view. I think they're not transparent about it, but I think they take into account of people watching it that isn't on an ad. So, yeah.
I think that's on YouTube. They need to fix their policies.
Yeah, they have so many things wrong that they that's like the furthest from their concern. They got to fix their demonetization first. They got to fix their algorithms where people get notifications when they follow people, and there's a lot of stuff they got to fix.
I mean, if any of these singers want to talk about popularity, let's talk about the content that these parents create with their little kids opening up damn toys and rolling Play-Doh and all this stuff that my daughter has managed to find that I've had to hear over and over. Like who's this Blippy guy? Blippy's this turd that's on YouTube too. A grown man walking around in suspenders and nut huggers.
I think that's crazy too, how people like make content focused on family, but like that's so weird. But like again, it goes back to like the Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers creeps me out, but as a kid, I bet you that's the most soothing person in the world, you know, to talk to and listen to and stuff like that. So like people that make those YouTube videos for kids, I just blows my mind how they can. I don't know. They're making money on kids.
Yeah. Well, and I saw something that if what was it's I think 66% more likely to get a watch if there's a child in the video versus if it's just an adult, like that specific sort of content. Like, well, yeah, because kids don't want to sit there and watch adults do kid stuff.
True. There's this guy. God, there's like a fly in here. There's this guy, little kid. He does box openings. I don't know his name. He's like he's a brown baby, or maybe Asian. I don't know. But he's
a foreign child.
He's foreign. He might be an Asian baby, but he does box openings. Like he just opens stuff, and he's like the third most followed person on YouTube. Like, it's insane. The kids just hit that follow button, and it's insane. And all he's doing is opening stuff, and his parents buy him stuff with the YouTube money.
What was that trend that was? It was a while ago. It was very weird YouTube videos about like Spider-Man and Elsa and all them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there was a controversy where Spider-Man and Elsa were like doing adult things, but
somehow,
it was
like,
getting on
syringes
kids.
showed it up in every
Yeah,
video.
it was like syringes, Spider-Man, Elsa, and then like adult like situations, but like they got it into the kid algorithm because they saw Elsa.
So many views, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a lot of people like it.
I recommended.
Yeah.
I don't remember watching anything even remotely similar to this.
Hey Tino, we talked about that first, so you missed it. Ninja is making NFL money now. Yeah, he is. Are we gonna go back to this? No. Okay.
No. Keep moving.
You guys gotta watch the video.
Shame on you.
Because we talked about it. Speaking of rappers.
Segue.
Drake just put out a surprise. He announced a surprise album, which blows my mind that you're surprising somebody with an announcement. Called Care Package, and it's just basically all his unreleased music. Like,
yep.
What do you guys think about people releasing stuff like that? It's like, hey, here's some music that I was never gonna release, but I need money. Like, that's how I see it.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly how I would see it too. It's not. I guess you put all the. I would imagine if you make an album, you're gonna have duds of tracks or whatever. I don't know how good his album is because I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
So I can't like.
Bash it.
Yeah, I can't say like if they're all bad or not, but. I mean, he actually had enough to make a whole album out of it.
But do you think that's just throwing out like he's throwing out his trash and making money? Or his trash. I'm sure they're still bangers. I'm sure they're gonna get a lot of likes, a lot of listens and stuff like that. But to him, not to put him in his regular albums, do you think they weren't good enough for his standards? So, but like, why is he thinking we want that? You know.
Let's look this up. Hold on.
I personally have never really been a fan of Drake. He's I mean, I've never, I don't know, but I'm kind of an old head when it comes to hip hop music, so I'm more into like the late '80s, early '90s, kind of the origins of it all, the lyrics and everything. And I've had so many conversations with people that say Drake is dope, and I'm like, okay, give me a line, give me a bar where Drake says something that is just like, oh my god, and nobody's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, that's because he's not a good
like
rapper. But
right now, at the top of my head, Kendrick Lamar's the the one where he's put baby in the spiral. What is it?
right, yeah.
My right stroke just went viral. Left stroke put my babies in a spiral or something like that. That shit was like, what the fuck? And then in the video, it's just, that to me, like, that's just like lyricism that's like you wouldn't even think of. But with Drake, he's not even a rapper in my opinion. He's more R&B. Like, he's way better, like, rhythm and what's R&B stand for?
Rhythm and blues. You got half of it.
Yeah.
He's an entertainer for sure. I'll give him that. I mean, the guy, he's always got, I guess, 3 to 17 songs on the top 100 at any given time. And I think that's all, like, he probably hasn't been at a point where he has been in the studio making a lot of music. So this is probably just like, okay, well, I need to put something out because I inundate the world with Drake music every year. So here's some stuff that didn't make the cut.
Do you think he's still riding off the hype of Degrassi?
No.
No. I don't understand how he didn't get buried after the whole Pusha T beef. And I would assume it's because a lot of
I didn't even know about it.
Mainstream people didn't know or don't really know who Pusha T is.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was.
But man, he bodied Drake, just something awful. Just, oh man, it was brutal.
Do you guys think those are like real, like, people that get flamed like that on albums? Like, the only beef recently that I've heard of is obviously Eminem and MGK. I haven't seen MGK around since then. Like,
he was in what was it called? The Dirt?
Yeah, with
on
Motley
Netflix,
Crue, right?
Yeah. He was Tommy.
Yeah, he's like more of an actor now.
Yeah, and he acted in there was a Netflix original.
The Bird Box.
Bird Box. Yeah.
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 What was it?
I'll
make sure I said that right.
Yeah, Bird Box. He literally all you do is see his. You basically just see his balls. That's what he is in that video, in that movie. He's just having sex with a girl, and that's it. And then they leave. Spoilers, but that's it.
Well, I mean, Eminem bounced him out of the hip hop community. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you do think that's a real thing that people lose respect if they get just destroyed in the hip hop community? I know Ja Rule did. I mean, you don't really hate that.
Ja Rule. Well, so I don't know. Some of it is manufactured. Like 50 Cent's a big one. Like him and Game had some beef not too long ago, but I think it kind of came out that they were manufacturing this beef to bump album sales.
Right. Which works.
Yeah, but I think anybody that's come across Eminem's path has been legitimate beef, and it's been squashed real quick. But there's other stuff like, you know, Nas and Jay-Z had their shit in like the early 2000s where one of them was trying to be the king of New York, and in my opinion, Nas won, but he also lost because Jay-Z's obviously much more of a household name than Nas. But I've always been more of a Nas fan than a Jay-Z fan. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're both great. I mean, you can't really knock either one of them.
Definitely, whoever the bigger rapper is not gonna. It's like how kind of like, I guess with the MGK Eminem beef. I mean, it definitely put MGK more in the spotlight for so long. Didn't he try in another song? I think he came out with. Didn't he try to throw shade at Eminem again?
I haven't even heard of it, so it didn't even that good. You know what I mean? Like
I watched a reaction video to it, and it was like, tried to hit me with a kill shot, but only grazed me.
Oh,
or something like that. So I think he's like trying to like.
He basically stole a line. Are you talking about Eminem? Eminem said that line, exact line.
No, I'm talking. MGK said it in a new song. I think it was with Trippie Redd.
What the heck?
Boy.
You know who that is? Yeah.
What the?
I think him and Trippie Redd did a song.
I think that speaks volumes to MGK if he's doing songs with Trippie Redd.
Yeah, it's a drug song too.
Yeah.
It's called Candy. He's fallen.
Yeah, he's low. Like
yeah.
anybody that's worth a damn, like aren't.
Eminem called him a mumble rapper. Now he's doing features with mumble rappers.
Whoops. He calls it like he sees it.
It's self-fulfilling prophecy. That's basically what it is. There's not really a good segue into this next one.
Sure there is. It's controversy.
Yeah, I guess. It's not good controversy. It's not even about music. So, in the news lately, Mario Lopez, people before in the 90s know him as Slater. After the 90s, just know him as a pretty boy on the news a lot. And some people don't even know him. But he was on an interview and he said, I don't want to misquote him, so I'm going to like loosely quote him, I guess.
You don't have the quotes just brought up?
None. This is...
Unbelievable, Nico.
My sleep's messed up.
What is this, week 4? Or?
Week 4, yeah. It's getting worse. It's gradually getting worse. He was caught saying... Not caught. He was quoted saying...
It's not a direct quote.
It's not a direct quote.
They caught him.
Just basically, a 3-year-old shouldn't be able to choose his sexuality at that young of an age. Like, to choose what he is, a girl, guy, asexual, whatever. Like, they're 3 years old. And I agreed with that statement wholeheartedly that at that young of an age, if you want to play with Barbies, play with Barbies. But that doesn't mean you're going to be a girl when you grow up. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that, I'm going to have to put him through these treatments so he can transition by the time he's 5, you know? It's very harmful for a developing kid and for adults to choose that for them at that young age, thinking they know what they're talking about. It's crazy, and that's what the point he made, but then he got backlash for it. He got so much backlash for saying that they're not allowed to choose their sexuality at that age, and I agreed with it, but he walked it back. He took it back and said his was insensitive and didn't agree, and he's well educated now. Yeah. So what do you guys think about it?
I completely agree with what he said.
Yeah, his first statement.
That's 3-year-olds.
Yeah,
should definitely not have their parents.
Careful, AC Slater.
Yeah, I know.
Don't Mario Lopez yourself.
I don't care. I'm not that popular. Fuck that, dude. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, just definitely. The parents shouldn't be able to decide that for their kids. They should at least, to the point where they're legal enough to do other things, and then that's a life-altering decision they're making for their kids.
You mess with everything that's going on with them developmentally, so like you can't take that back, older. And if you can, it's probably a very painful surgery or a lot of treatment that can cause a lot more problems. and blame your parents later on in life for putting you through that.
So, as I've got a 3-year-old girl, um, and she says things like boys don't wear dresses or boys don't wear makeup or very stereotypical gender type things, and I'm trying to be open-minded about everything and explain to her that that's not necessarily true. Some boys wear dresses, some boys wear makeup. um, it doesn't really matter what they do. She's 3, so she's not going to get these huge life lessons yet. But I'm trying to be very, very conscious about, um, you know, all sorts of things. I mean, like boys don't wear dresses or makeup, and she's even pointed out people with, you know, like physical deformities out in public. I'm like, you can't do that
Shit.
sort of stuff. But it's kids.
Yeah.
It's their curiosity. She's not being rude or negative. She's just like, they look a little different than us. How come? Um, and lately, for whatever reason, she's been walking around um, like slew-footed. I'm like, you can't do that because some people actually walk like that, and just don't walk like that.
Right.
Like, just don't do it. I don't know why you're doing it. It's not funny. Just don't do
It
it.
is kind
Okay?
of funny though.
I mean, she looks like a one-legged penguin. I don't really know how else to explain it, but it's like, don't do that because that could be insensitive to somebody else.
I think that's the culture we live in, and I don't like it because a kid should be able to walk around like that and be funny. But you got to think nowadays everybody's butt hurt like about everything. I think that's hilarious. Make a kid making fun of another kid for walking a certain way. For whatever reason, it's funny for me. But like they don't know any better. That's why. If an adult did that, that's fucked up. Adult just making fun of another adult or a kid for that matter, doing that's fucked up. But a kid making fun of a kid, that's comical. That's so funny. But I don't think you should. I agree with what you're teaching, for sure. But you have to be sensitive of other people and how they, just how different they are. You gotta be mindful, which I agree with.
I mean, I was in high school. I didn't really have a group that I fit into because I listened to more of the hip hop music and I danced. So the white people were like, he's a little too urban for me. But then the black people were like, you're a little too white for me. So I was like, well, what am I, Malibu's most wanted? I'm just stuck in this bubble here. So I want her to, live life without blinders. She needs to be able to understand that everybody is allowed to make their own decision and opinion. And unfortunately, you're going to have those God-fearing Christian people that are going to be like, well, that's not the way the Bible says it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't care about the Bible. This is the way I'm teaching my daughter how to be. And she's going to be appreciative of everybody, any skin color, any gender fluidity, whatever it is. She's going to be acceptant of whatever.
So do you agree or disagree with what Mario Lopez said about, as a kid, what, like, if Ezra was saying, I like to wear guy clothes, I want to be a boy.
Yeah, I want to be a boy. Would you
What
let
would you
your
do?
daughter? Would you get your daughter or sex change?
Yeah, just start making her take testosterone and stuff like that. Shit like that.
I would, no. I'm not going to give her testosterone pills or
I mean, that's what they're
anything
doing,
like that.
though. That's what people are doing at a 3-year-old, 4-year-old. They're transitioning.
And that's, so I would, if she felt that way when she was 9 or 10, a 3-year-old is, I don't think that they are fully capable of understanding what they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Especially in something of this magnitude.
Right.
Like I want to be able to stand up when I pee instead of sitting down. Like I don't think you do, because sitting down is way more comfortable. Like, and then you got to deal with urinals and splashback on your khakis. It's just not. It's not great. But if she felt that way later on, then sure there would be some conversations to be had. If she ends up liking girls and wants to marry a girl, then it's up to her. I'm going to try to be as neutral as I possibly can. So whatever she wants to do, she can do.
Right.
Now, saying that is, as he was paraphrased, dangerous for parents to support their transgender kids. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. I hate that everybody has to apologize for what they said.
Yeah.
It's
that
like you
pisses me off.
you get your true intentions. Like, drunk you is the most honest you that you can be. Unfortunately, you end up having to walk some of that stuff back because it's a little too much for people to. Yeah. So.
But which I don't agree his thing was insensitive at all. I think it was just an opinion that he has on his kids, and somebody else's kids that shouldn't be put through some harsh treatments at a young age just because they like to play with Barbies.
It's the way that group of people are. I mean,
but it's the loudest people.
They have the most effect on it. Because I was watching something on I don't know if you guys ever watched Steven Crowder.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was. I kind of agree with what Ben said. He said that
neo-Nazi now.
If, like, let's say, like, if you choose to pit an organic tomato, like, you feed an organic tomato to your child, you're like the best parent in the world. But if you refuse to give your child testosterone or like a sex change, you're like the worst parent ever.
Do we refuse?
Like what you said, those people that put backlash on Mario Lopez saying like, oh, he doesn't agree with what his child's saying or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna give my child a sex change or like take supplements to change like the chemical in their body.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dumb. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I don't agree with people just getting mad over dumb shit all the time. Like, just offended by you can't say anything in this world without offending a group. Like, there's a group somewhere that is just gonna be mad over it. Just so mad over it. Like, if I say like, no, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not. But it's just, I wouldn't walk back a statement that I truly feel and believe ever. Like, unless obviously you're drunk, it's a true you, but it just shouldn't be out there in that brutally if it's like that in that conversation.
Well, and when you're a public figure, you gotta. I mean, if you're in that limelight, you have to be very, very aware of the things you say and the things you do. If you're going to, and he probably didn't want to apologize. It was his
PR.
His PR guy, his agent, whoever it was like, you've got to walk this back because you're about to get roasted. But if you're going to be in that limelight, then you have to understand that everything you say and everything you do is under a microscope, and you can't afford to make those sort of mistakes if you don't plan on apologizing for something that could potentially offend somebody.
Yeah. Who's that person? Tommy Lauren, is that her name?
Yeah.
She doesn't care, and I appreciate her attitude. I obviously do not agree with everything she says. Let's put that out there, but she's unapologetic. She says what she says and she means it. Like,
she actually just had to apologize for something, or she actually just apologized for something.
Kinda. So, it was a half-assed apology. What was it though?
I don't know. It was something. Damn it.
It was okay. I know what it is. If you make your child walk 2,000 miles across the country, you should be put in prison. And it was talking about like the refugees and stuff like that. And Captain America.
Yes, Chris Evans.
He came back with saying, that's very insensitive of you, and for the record, I'd walk through hell to save my kids from the fire. Like,
yep.
Or something like that. I'd walk through fire to save
I'd walk through fire to save my kids. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
I love him.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like, there's certain situations that you're not necessarily putting them through that. You're saving them from that. Like, there's this little chapter that you got to walk through. Like that little suffering to end a lifetime of suffering over here as a refugee. You know what I mean? Like, I agree, and that's why I think the reason she apologized is because of that tweet alone. It was because of Chris Evans. I mean, because like,
well, and what does she understand?
Her. Yeah, exactly. She's, high class white woman, doesn't really care. I don't know. It's pretty crazy how she even had to walk her statement back, and she never apologizes. Never. And
I don't even think she's a parent. So how are you going to criticize somebody for being a bad parent when you don't even know what it's like?
Right.
Clearly, your parents raised you inappropriately. So
silver spoon. That's all it is. Speaking of Chris Evans.
Segue.
Yeah. The Marvel comic universe has just entered phase 4, which is huge. Eric's getting a little boner. It's okay. The one thing I want to talk about first about it is the Eternals and what big names are on that. Like
the what?
Eternals? Is that what it's called?
Oh, I thought you said the Turtles.
No,
I was like,
Eternals.
Ninja Turtles?
So,
making away to the Instagram.
I think there's like 3, like, top of the line A+ actors on it and actresses. I think Angelina Jolie's on it, Salma Hayek, and I always get his name wrong, from Silicon Valley. Fuck.
Figure it out.
Hold on. I have it over here.
Don't butcher it. It's going to be insensitive. You also forgot Richard Madden, who's the leading man, but that's cool.
That's okay. That's why you're here. Kumail Nanjiani. All right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I guess.
I'm not Indian. I don't know. Is he Indian?
Oh, boy. This is getting...
Anyways,
a slippery slope.
There's I've never heard about it. I've heard about it now, but I've never heard of the Eternals in the comic universe. So what is it? Eryc?
It's weird. I really have to brush up because I've only had like brief overviews of it.
Is he Harold Kumar? Shut up, man.
It's going to be the cast is stellar. I even think Millie Bobby Brown is supposed to be in this movie too.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
But it's. I think that it's going to be. I don't want to say a replacement for Guardians because there's going to be a third Guardians, but it's kind of set up to take over that because they're kind of all celestial beings, and kind of gods in their own way. So,
well, that's. What do you think about the longevity of that cast though? Because Angelina Jolie's already pretty up there in age. I'm not saying she's old, but she's older for an actress.
That's like very ageist of you, Nico.
Oh my god, like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he's getting older, and I don't know if he stepped down from Iron Man or not, but yeah, there's a reason why like they can only do so much of that kind of stuff, and that's why the other Spider-Man was getting too old to be Spider-Man. You know, the Amazing Spider-Man. So they got
Garfield.
Yeah.
Well, that Spider-Man sucked. So
the Amazing series sucked.
The
Shut
Amazing
up.
Spider-Man sucked.
Okay.
Garfield was great, but the movies themselves were
Okay, real quick.
toilet.
To settle an argument between me and Adam, what is the best Spider-Man in your opinion? Who was the best Spider-Man?
Like, who was the best Spider-Man?
I'm not saying Tobey
Shut your
Maguire.
mouth. Yes, you did.
I'm saying Tom Holland's a good Spider-Man. I'm saying
The best.
Spider-Man 2 was my favorite Spider-Man movie of all
But it was
time.
trash.
Oh,
That's cool.
It's overrated. Tom
Thank
Holland.
you. Yes.
Sorry, Tom Holland is. I don't know. That's tough. Tom Holland is the appropriate age and stature.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a good Spider-Man, Nico.
But like Tobey Maguire had his quirks that made him a decent Peter Parker at the time. Andrew Garfield kind of got that snarky,
Yes,
comedic aspect of it. Tom Holland kind of embodies a little bit
Both
of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if we're Into the Spider-Verse was the best Spider-Man movie that's been made to date, but
but
I feel like they could do a lot more with storyline and animation than they can with.
Well, yeah, it took 7 years to make. So.
Yeah, I mean, so good. They had Mulaney in there, which was insane. I the first time I heard him, I was like, "What the heck?" They have. You can definitely recognize his voice, but they have big name actresses and actors in it as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of with Phase 4. There's a lot of because it's split between. So Disney Plus is going to be a partnership of Hulu. So half of their content is going to be a streaming service, and the other half is going to be the movies. But it's all supposed to tie together into the MCU, which I think is going to be incredible.
It's going to be hectic though because I have to keep up with all that. Like I could keep up with the movies barely because I still have to see the new Spider-Man. Like
oh my god.
Yeah, I know, but it's hard to keep up with now. So now I have to buy Hulu or Disney Plus to keep up with stuff that ties into the movies, which is gonna kill me because Loki is coming out on the Disney Plus, I think.
Yep.
What was it?
Scarlet Witch series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
WandaVision, which is Wanda and Scarlet Witch and Vision. They'll have their own little thing. Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is going to be kind of like a buddy cop thing, but apparently it's about the government not wanting Falcon to take over Captain America. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like
because he's
a little on the nose. Yeah, a little on the nose there. Hawkeye's going to have his own series, which I think is better for him to have a series than an actual movie. Yeah,
for sure. I think Hawkeye would be dope with like how they kind of did it in was it Civil War or Infinity War where they had to find him.
That was in.
What was that, Endgame?
Endgame.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Infinity War.
Yeah, I think he needs to. That needs to be a series of him kind of like going around doing his old Spec Ops kind of thing, his like undercover. That'd be dope. And if that's what it is, I think that's a good call. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's supposed to be him and Kate Bishop, which is like female Hawkeye. Mm. So it's supposed to have that, and apparently it's going to touch on his Ronin side of things too, which I love. When they showed that in Endgame, I was like, oh.
Black Widow's getting a movie.
Mm-hmm. That's the next thing to come out from Marvel.
I think that's pretty cool too.
Now is that I guess a prequel?
The origin
thing?
No, actually, it's supposed to take place after Civil War. So it's what there's a city that they said in one of the movies, and I can't remember the name of
Gotham.
No, that's supposed to take place. It's going to be over in Russia, but it's actually got a pretty decent cast. David Harbour's going to be in it, which is freaking awesome. I love him from Stranger Things.
There you go.
We don't talk about Hellboy.
Not so much.
I was actually gonna say something about that, but it's cool.
That was a dumpster fire. They should have just finished off the original trilogy instead of
I liked Hellboy, like the originals.
rebooting. Yeah, the first two were awesome.
That was very, very good.
But apparently there was a lot of on-set issues with that Hellboy.
Oh, why?
Yeah, just the director, the producers, script stuff. And apparently it was the same thing with the new X-Men movie that came out that I'm not going to go see. They were constantly rewriting stuff on set, which is ridiculous.
That's awful, yeah.
But that's Fox for you. Thank God they don't have it anymore.
Fox ruined a lot of the. Wait, does Fox still have X-Men? No.
Not anymore.
All right, cool.
No, I think the Dark Phoenix. Well, so they have a movie called New Mutants, which they filmed, and I think was supposed to be out this year at some point, but I think that's going to end up in a dumpster. So, thank God. Fingers crossed.
Nathan has a question. Will any non-Marvel movie ever beat in-game's box office sales?
Probably when they get to the end of
non-Marvel. I think once.
Non-Marvel.
Yeah, I think once. What's his name? Oh my God, Avatar, Titanic. We just talked about him.
James Cameron.
James Cameron comes out with a movie, not Avatar. It's gonna be. I don't think Avatar 2 is gonna be anywhere near Avatar 1 or Endgame, because the hype's gone, because it's taken him 20 years to do. But
usually when he makes a movie, it's usually like a big leaps in like cinematography, like like CGI and stuff.
yeah,
So I can imagine why it's taking them that long.
right.
But
Well, they're filming 3 of them at the same time, so.
That too.
like, yeah,
They already announced like Avatar 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 3, 4. I think.
they announced a lot. They just
And yeah, it's insane.
I think the only movie that will beat it would be another Avatar movie.
Really?
Yeah, and crazy enough, Disney owns that now. So
it doesn't matter. Disney's just gonna win.
yeah,
always win.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you think any of Jordan Peele stuff's gonna get up there in price? Because he's an upcoming superstar. Like, he's actually making some great movies. They're
They're too niche, to me.
why? Why are they?
You know why? I'm just saying. It's like, as a white male, I couldn't go see Get Out without fucking someone looking at me weird.
Yeah, I guess they're telling you to get out.
So
Yeah, that's racist.
well, when you get a sunburn in December, Adam, that doesn't help.
yeah,
He's a fresh take on.
So, I mean,
Well, so like I think Get Out was pretty politically driven. I don't think. Well, I guess Us kind of was too, because it was a whole hand across America thing.
yeah.
And I liked Get Out more than I liked Us. But I mean, this guy has definitely found a niche, of a film niche, and he's going straight for it. And they actually, I think they talked to him about wanting to direct Blade.
Oh.
Once that comes in phase 5. But he said no.
Wow.
He's like, it's not for me. Somebody else needs to take advantage of that.
That's huge, because he could have got paid, like, and he just turned it down because
Yeah,
he knows
and
someone can do it better.
Mm-hmm.
Respectable.
Yeah.
don't fucking read chat. Tell Nathan to get out of here.
Kick out him. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. What is that about?
Oh boy, I'm so. Shang-Chi's he's going to be the first, lead Asian representation for Marvel. So he's essentially a kung fu master. But that's huge. The big aspect of it also is the Ten Rings, which is that ties in with Mandarin. So all that shit that wasn't properly done in phase with Iron Man.
Mandarin. I'm gonna say Iron. Don't get with the.
Yeah, which wasn't. That was Mandarin. It was a British actor to play Mandarin. Like, they're actually going to have a Mandarin in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is incredible. I'm so pumped about that, because that was a big shit on my chest when they were like, this is not really Mandarin. Like, oh, you bastards.
That could be good or bad to some people.
What?
Big
Shit
shit
on
on your
chest?
chest.
Oh. Nobody's ever shit on your chest? I'm appalled. Yeah, that's gonna be huge for the Asian community and getting inclusivity with them into the MCU.
They did a tour in, I think it was China, and they announced that they were gonna have Asian representation soon, and it was a pretty cool announcement because they got hyped as fuck for it. Like I've never seen a crowd that like hyped before, and yeah, and finally he has a good word, Eryc, 3 points.
What word was that?
Inclusivity, I think it was. But
Thank you.
what about, this is the last one we haven't talked about. Oh, two more actually. The new Thor,
Oh,
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah. What's that? What is that going to include? Do you think is he going to be with the Guardians or is he going to be prequel to that?
That's gotta be later, isn't it? Because it's not Chris Hemsworth, isn't it? It's, someone else, or is it Chris?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. He's still in
Still doing it?
Is he still in it? Okay.
He didn't
I know.
pass over
I
his.
read about like a girl Thor, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if he was gonna be in it or not.
Lady Thor.
But,
Yeah. So,
Lady Thor.
so first of all, I'm super excited because Taiki Waititi is back to direct it.
Yeah.
And he did Ragnarok, which was one of my favorite movies from Phase 3.
Okay.
But so what I think is Chris Hemsworth may end up not being worthy to wield anything anymore, because Valkyrie is the leader of Asgard now,
Right.
because of the events in Endgame. So Natalie Portman's back as Jane Foster, so she's going to take over Lady Thor. So I think
who?
Lady Thor. Oh, Natalie Portman.
Really?
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Well, she was. I mean, Jane Foster has always been Lady Thor, and for her to be in the first 2 movies and then not be in the third one was kind of a ouch. But
Right.
luckily they got her back, and it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening there. She's a little. I want to say she's close to 40, so I don't know if she's got a lot of longevity there, but it'll be interesting to see what happens there because he did so good with Ragnarok. So
Right. That was comically and actiony. One of my favorite movies, just because it had really good one-liners and like stuff that you would get if you were just even like a little bit into the MCU. You know, like it's really funny.
yeah,
Wasn't like so much of that movie like most of it like ad-libbed, like off the top of their head.
Really? Was it? If it was, they did a great job.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was mostly improv.
that's fantastic.
That is
I love
amazing.
Yeah, the
It just
director
made it
said,
10
I would
times
say we
better.
improvised probably 80% of the film or ad-libbed and threw in stuff. So
Wow.
Well, Taiki was he was the Korg.
Wait, what?
Taiki, he did the CGI and the voice for Korg, the rock guy.
Oh,
He was my favorite.
That was hilarious. And then he was in Endgame too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, playing the video game.
Yeah.
I think he was playing Fortnite.
Fortnite. That's actually so funny.
But I think the thing I'm probably most excited about that they announced was Doctor Strange 2.
yeah, that's the one I'm most excited for.
The multiverse of madness.
Oh, it's going to be incredible because Scarlet Witch is going to be in that.
Okay.
They're obviously they dropped Multiverse, which is huge, but it's going to be a horror flick.
That's
Whoa.
what piqued my interest when they said horror.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Really?
Well, and so the guy, there's rumor that Nightmare is going to be the villain, and he kind of takes over people's dreams.
Like Freddy?
Yeah, potentially.
Freddy wasn't that scary though.
But yeah, I'm so excited about that. I would love to see, because the guy that directed the first Doctor Strange is, I think he did a couple horror films before he did Doctor Strange, and that wasn't really scary at all. So it'll be nice to see kind of a change of pace from the comedic aspects of everything,
Right.
and try to get a little bit of grit into this.
And I think Scarlet Witch would add to that too, because she has a pretty
damn.
dark past. So like,
Yeah,
for her to have a dream and taking over a dream, like, can turn it to a nightmare, I guess. That'd be insane. I think she's gonna go crazy.
The guy directed Sinister.
Yeah,
That was a good
That
one.
was, that was a good horror movie.
Isn't that the Slenderman thing? Sinister?
No, it's about like this guy finds like a box of film stuff up in the attic or whatever, and he watches it. And I forgot the horror, like the entity's name or whatever, but like, he can only exist in that area.
Okay.
Like in any, if there's like pictures of him or anything, then he exists.
Right.
And like this guy's like watching these videos of like murders and stuff, and it's like all the spoilers. It's like all the children doing it, like all their kids and stuff like that. Yeah.
I remember that now. So, that's gonna be weird to see a Marvel horror film.
yeah, it's gonna be a nice change of pace.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. All right, last one is the what if. I don't know. ... question mark. I don't know what it's about.
Adam, have you read up on that?
What if? I
Yeah.
have not.
So that's supposed to be an animated series for Marvel that's going to be on Hulu,
Okay.
or well, I guess Disney Plus. But it's kind of it's supposed to focus on everything from the Infinity Gauntlet phase and the what ifs. So what if Steve Rogers never became Captain America?
Yeah.
What if Loki found the hammer instead of Thor? So it's going to be those kind of alternate universe situations and everybody that played the character in the MCU is also going to voice the character.
I was just looking at the
if.
cast. I saw Samuel L. Jackson, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo,
Everybody.
Michael B.
Robert
Jordan.
Downey, all of those guys.
Wait, Michael B. Jordan. So
Killmonger.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is he gonna be like? What if he won? Like the.
Yeah, what if
for
he was
Black
king
Panther?
of Wakanda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that's crazy.
Yeah, which it's funny you bring up Black Panther because everybody was
Wait, what?
where'd he go?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
So everybody, when they were announcing Phase 4, everybody was super butthurt because there was no Spider-Man 3 announcement. They didn't say anything about Captain Marvel 2 or Black Panther 2 or X-Men or any of that stuff. But one of they've already confirmed that Black Panther 2 is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that has been talked about is Namor, who's actually a mutant, is going to be, I guess, the bad guy for that.
Okay.
So potentially he's like king of the ocean for Marvel. Obviously DC is Aquaman. Namor is Aquaman's counterpart for Marvel.
Right.
So he comes up and tries to rule the land, Wakanda as well, which would be, if that's their plan to draw mutants into the MCU, God, that's going to be huge. That's a huge starting point is to include Namor.
It kind of sucks that they have to wait so long because they gotta see what they have now, because since Fox gave up, X-Men, so they gotta incorporate all these mutants slowly, because they can't just be like, oh, by the way, there's X-Men in the universe. You can't really just throw them in there. So that's pretty cool how they're gonna go about it.
I don't know if I think it's all kind of speculation at this point, because they've got to figure out how to get Fantastic Four in, and they've got to figure out how to work in X-Men as well. Now, the good thing about Phase 4, with it being fully announced, I think, is that it's only 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it looks like the latest one is
2022?
21, actually.
20, okay.
So 2 years.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, that's, that's a relatively short phase.
Very, very short.
And then they can start focusing on, how they're going to include mutants into everything, which I'm super stoked about. and Fantastic Four. It'll be nice to see a good Fantastic Four movie because that doesn't exist.
No.
The first one was just because I wasn't really into the Marvel universe then, so it was good for, I guess, starting
What it
point.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the second one was complete garbage. Once I figured out what it was, like it didn't do justice at all. Like that's whatever. I don't think they're gonna do that right. So mutants going in, is Deadpool gonna ever be introduced to mainstream? Do you think?
Yeah. Feige's already said that everything with Deadpool is going to stay the same. I don't know if he'll get rolled into, like the actual universe.
That's what I was saying.
It would be funny. I would love to see him in a Spider-Man movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be,
oh my god,
those two as a dynamic would be. That's my favorite dynamic in the comics is Deadpool and Spider-Man. Like, they're just so witty and it's just funny.
Well, I love it because Deadpool thinks they're best friends, but Spider-Man doesn't really care for him. And what would be great is obviously Spider-Man's a PG-13 movie, so anytime Deadpool's in there, you're going to have the flashes of censoring the expletive anytime he cusses. So it could be interesting. I would like to see it. I don't know how it's going to work out.
I think from a Marvel person that likes it, it'd be amazing. But as somebody that can't really, as a business standpoint, they can't really mix those two universes because one's like sort of family friendly and one's completely opposite of family friendly. So it's going to be hard to incorporate it.
Yeah, and I mean, but looking at this list, like, you know, the guy that they just announced is Blade. Like Blade's gonna have to be an R. I think the Wesley Snipes ones were rated R.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna have to be kind of in the same vein as those films, and potentially even Deadpool minus all of the comedic relief. But I mean,
I think it's going to be more like a Logan. Like, really serious, brutal, just badass fight scenes where people get their neck chopped open and just stabbed a million times, just Wolverine going ham.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Because it's raw and it's what Wolverine is. He's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And I think they need to make more movies like that. I understand because Marvel is so mainstream now that they can't really just go have Spider-Man fuck somebody up to where they're,
right.
But
and that's not really his style either.
Yeah, definitely because he's a kid. He just ties him up, leaves him,
leaves them for the cops to handle their business.
It would just be cool to have like Thor's hammer just smash someone's face. I think that would be a cool thing, but that's just me liking that kind of style of movie.
Be interesting to see.
Last segment of the day. We actually went way over time. Just gonna put us like hour 30, but we have a segment. It's just synonyms. I don't know what to call it. It's a battle between you and Adam. You're gonna guess the movie off synonyms, and the winner takes nothing. Gets his all for clout. Adam is 0 for 1 right now. My dad beat him.
I lost?
Yeah. Oh boy, you lost to Oscar?
I'm pretty sure you did, didn't you? Yeah, Dad won at the very end. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Question about VR gaming. Does it help awkward people engage with people and create social skills, or would it damage social skills? Real quick. I think from the standpoint of me, I could go into VR and talk to people, no problem, because it's not really me. It's just a character I created. But if I go out and talk to a crowd, I can't do that. I think it's hurting people more than it's helping. 100%.
Yeah, because you can just log out of VR. You can't just log out of real life.
You just stop moving.
It's funny you say that. Do you guys watch Black Mirror?
I watched the first episode.
I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
Which is the VR episode, I think. Of this season? Yeah.
that's actually what I was just getting ready to talk about. Was it's the VR. It's two guys that are into this like Street Fighter style, and like they end up like
Fucking.
making, they end up doing the dirty, and obviously it freaks them out, and then the whole episode's
it's
about
two guys though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a guy playing a girl character and a guy playing a guy character. And they're fucking.
That was such a crazy episode.
It blew my mind because it's just like, is it gay?
It's not gay if it feels good. That's my motto.
Because like they were not the same gender in the game.
No.
They weren't.
But they weren't really doing it in real life. I mean, they met up to kiss and see if there was anything there, and there wasn't. But
so they're not gay. But they do it every year.
It's
That's that gray area you create, though. It's the social awkwardness. They won't do it in public. They want to do it privately, but they'll do it on VR. And I think it's damaging their lives. Like, that's a prime example of them having to make changes for VR.
I wonder if it could be beneficial, though, because it could be like if you have social anxiety, if you can kind of start weaving yourself in, like if you can commit to talking to people virtually, like it can kind of be a build up to start trying to talk to people in real life.
I should probably start doing a lot more VR then.
Wow. You have to do that when, like, in Destiny, when you have to get a raid group, 6 people. Like, you have to communicate with people.
True.
You can't just not say anything, because it's not going to go well.
It's for a common purpose. I can do that in real life, though. I can
so.
if I'm put in a team at my job, I'm gonna communicate with them. I don't care who you are, but like
so you're getting practice.
If I could avoid it, I would. 100%.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna go out of my way like, hey, come here, bro, come here. I gotta talk to you.
You gotta get the loot though.
Yeah, you gotta get that loot. So, good question. First synonym.
Do we have to buzz in or something, or taking turns?
Whoever goes first, buzzer. There you go. Dad started that one. Yeah. All right. First one. Deceased Lagoon.
Deceased Lagoon.
I need to play the do.
Are these all like?
They're movies?
We're not staying within like a certain topic like last time, like 80s movies or something like that.
They're all over the place this time.
Oh fuck.
Deceit Lagoon.
They're popular movies. They're not going to be none that you don't know. What are you when you're deceased?
Oh, deceased. I thought you said deceit.
Deceased. That's what I thought he said. I was thinking like fake.
Deceased.
Dead swamp?
Deadpool.
Ah! Got him.
I don't think that's a synonym for a pool.
I looked it up on Thesaurus.
Okay.
Some of them don't sound like synonyms.
No, they do
at all.
So, okay. All right.
Adam. Eryc. So, Adam won. All right. Next one.
Okay.
Dog catacomb. Dog catacomb.
Pet cemetery.
There we go. 2-0. Come on, Eryc. You not know words? This dude failed intro math. What are you doing?
These aren't math questions.
He failed my lit class. I was in his class.
I didn't apply myself.
This is for clout and for competition. He's gonna win this. All right. Serenity area. This is all Eryc. I guarantee it. Serenity.
Serenity area.
What's another word for serenity? Serenity.
No, I don't know.
I don't want to say because I don't want Adam to win.
I heard you whisper. It started with the P. I think. Like a synonym to that one. All right, let's do this one. Peace area.
This is a movie.
Mm-hmm. Kind of recent too. This area. What is this area like?
A room.
When you're going to an area, you're going to a
Destination.
kinda. I think Adam's gonna get it now.
No. Maybe. But we gotta find.
What's another word for this?
Yeah, give me another.
Peace area.
Because I don't think that's what I'm thinking of as a synonym of peace.
Well, it was serenity first. Okay, as soon as I say this, you guys are gonna fucking get this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Muted area. Muted.
I think we let you down.
I think you did.
Oh,
Mute.
A Quiet Place.
Thank you. 3-0, Eryc.
God,
That one was hard.
dude.
All right. That's
Great movie, by the way.
it is a great movie. All right.
So stupid.
Really easy. You guys, buzzers up. Admiration mother. Admiration mother. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Let's get another word for the first one.
Admiration level.
Glory hole. Shut up, Nathan.
Ew.
Astonishment mother. No? Curiosity mother. I swear to God.
This is so.
Fascination mother. It's a movie, Nathan.
It's a
I
made-up
have-
movie, Nathan.
Yeah.
Fascination. What? When you're. Bewilderment.
Intriguing.
Nope.
That's just another synonym.
Is parent a word?
The second one is what is a mother?
A mom. A parent. Guardian.
Gender.
Woman.
Wonder Woman?
Thank you.
Oh my God, dude. You gotta be.
4-0. What is wrong with you, Eryc? This
Start
one,
focusing on one word at a time.
this is gonna be so easy. In my head, it's easy. All these are easy in
what
my head.
You know that.
Because you're looking at him.
It was Wonder Woman, Nathan. This one, I laughed at myself. It was so easy. Frequency, excellent.
Frequency excellent.
Not a synonym to frequent. It's frequency. Like, what is a frequency?
Radio?
And kind of. An excellent. Another word for excellent. You gotta be kidding me, Eryc. I thought you were gonna frequency go.
Wave?
It's,
So wave something.
So it's like you go. Da, 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 da.
What?
Pitch.
Okay, I'll let you have this one. You should know it.
Excellent. Please, Eryc. Please, he knows it.
Then say it.
There, look, Nathan.
Pitch perfect.
Oh my god.
Eryc is just not very good at this. I have no idea. It's pitch perfect, Tina. All right. This one's a little. The last word's a thinker.
We're all thinkers.
There's three more, but the last word is a thinker, but the first one should be easy. So, knife contestant.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, you got one.
Fucking.
Okay.
I get that one.
Because it was easy. All right. Celebrity conflict.
Celebrity.
Very, very popular movie. Franchise.
It's a franchise.
Oh. That's not fair. Adam, close chat.
I don't have chat open.
Eryc doesn't have chat open.
Celebrity conflict.
Famous?
Very famous.
No, it was like.
Oh, the first one? No.
Nice try.
I'm not going to give it away. This one, if I give it even a hint, someone's going to buzz in.
Conflict is a fight. Damn.
Is it a kerfuffle?
Yes, some movie, Nathan.
Conflict.
I
It's a
have no idea.
franchise? Celebrity conflict.
It's made a lot of movies.
Celebrity deathmatch.
I've never made a movie. All right, I'm gonna change the last word. It's gonna be quick. Celebrity battle.
And you said, Adam, you said fight, right?
It was not.
I
bad.
did say fight. It was a fight. Battle.
Think of a large scale battle.
I was gonna say war.
Infinity War?
War. Celebrity war. What
did
the
somebody
fuck
guess
is
in
a
the
synonym
chat?
for celebrity?
It's like an old fashioned name for a celebrity.
Spirit fingers?
There was a movie where they did that, and they said a word.
Jazz hands.
What'd you just do?
They did
And they said a
it's
word.
an old movie.
Showtime.
Kinda.
What? Showtime war?
Nathan got the first one, but like it's the second half of that. Nathan.
Well, Nathan's not playing.
Well, it's supposed to be viewer interactions. See, Nathan got it. Okay.
How
I
did
have no
Nathan
idea.
get it?
I
Well,
have
because
no
he
idea.
knows that
Google?
movie.
That movie.
What the fuck is this?
It's an old movie. It's an old '90s movie. Will Ferrell's in it, and I forget her name. They were like in a school. She smells her armpits.
Celebrity battle.
What?
Celebrity war.
Will Ferrell's in it. They're in a school.
But like that's just the name of the movie. That's the hint for the first one. First word.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I got the first word.
How do you? If you have the first word, you have the second word already.
We have the second word already.
What is the second word?
War.
I thought that was a synonym.
No, the
This is
synonym
for
was
battle.
was conflict and battle. The synonyms.
Superstar War? Star Wars?
Thank you.
Oh my god.
A celebrity's a star. It's a star.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
The fuck?
If you would've
Superstar
said-
War.
Superstar.
Okay.
Dumb.
All right, I got 2.
I love it. Nathan's
Yeah,
hit.
yeah, that
She
was
smells her
very-
armpits. That's so funny. All right, last one. This is for the tie, I think.
No, I think Adam's up.
I think yeah, but like it's 4-3,
I think I only have 2.
5-2. This is for you to save face, I guess.
Sounds right.
It's a long one.
Oh boy.
It's a long one. Do the one I did for Fortnite. Fortnite? Oh, I can't say it now. I just said it. I'm sorry.
Fork knife.
Fortnite.
It's worth 100 points. Alright, this one is laborer based on the era.
Based on is part of the thing, right?
Yeah, all of it's the title of the movie.
What?
Laborer based on the era.
Employee of the month?
Yeah.
Boom,
Got
baby.
it. I was gonna give you guys hints. No.
Finish it off strong.
All right. Let's do one more, just for the hell of it, because that was my last one.
I was thinking like the one we did for Fast and the Furious.
It was up though. Did I miss it? Yeah, you missed it. This is literally the game segment, so yeah. I gotta think of something.
I got like the 2 hardest ones, but I couldn't figure out the easy shit.
You're so mad at yourself too.
You said
This is-
dog catacomb.
That's so easy.
Deceased Lagoon.
Yeah. I was so stuck on dog, I was thinking Animal House. It's like a house is not a catacomb.
This is gonna be a one-worder.
Oh boy.
Easy. Chops.
Chops.
Mouth. Mandible.
Jaws.
There you go. There you go.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Mandible.
You got the hard fucking word. I didn't even know what a mandible was. Can a crowd come up with someone that all 3 of you can guess on? Sure. Go ahead and give us one.
If it sucks, you're banned.
Yeah. 10-minute timeout. Sorry, these are really
Nathan, are
fun.
you subscribed?
Nathan is not subscribed.
Oh boy.
What is your deal? Go first.
Unbelievable.
What do you mean go first? Oh, is that the thing?
Go first.
Go
Oh,
first.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I don't have another one, Nathan. I already ran out. I only did 8 this one. Oh, you're thinking of one? Oh. See, just use thesaurus. That's what I do. Apparently they're bad because you guys can't understand them, but it's okay. Okay. I got one for you guys. Blizzard bleached.
Snow White.
You got it.
That's where my brain was going. It's just about 15 years older than yours, so it took a little longer.
I'm doing the most popular movies, so a lot of them are just like of the and like it's not. It's really hard to do synonyms of the.
Come on, Nathan.
Mm. Mm. All right. We'll do Nathan's last one, and then I have one more, and then I think that's the podcast.
If Nathan ever fucking replies.
That's because he's not subscribed.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's lagging.
I hit him with that 10-minute ban.
That doesn't make any sense. Grassy kilometer.
Green Mile.
You got it.
Boom.
I had to think of a freaking synonym to mile. There's no synonym to mile. Which is not a synonym. It's not the same. But you got it.
That one was easy.
Easy for you. You didn't know? Oh, okay, here's one. Oh, here you go. Nathan has it. Don't guess? Oh my god. You just told me for all three of us and I can't guess.
No?
Well, you're reading it, so that's not fair.
It's just those two words in quotes, right? Just have to get this right. Insect result.
You know what it is already?
Oh, I do not.
Okay.
But I'm not allowed to guess. So.
Result.
Oh, I guess I do know.
But
I know.
So Bugs-
I just what?
A Bug's Life?
Nathan?
I thought you said you knew.
No, I don't know. Oh, it's not it. That's what I was gonna guess. I was gonna guess Bug's Life, but that's not it.
Insect result.
He probably told me that at dinner, but I forgot.
Gotta be bug something.
No, I think it's going to be a specific
The
insect.
movie is a thinker. So, oh yeah, I do know this one. I
Thinker.
do. It's a very psychological thriller.
Mothman Prophecy?
No,
No? Okay.
God damn.
it's a classic. Classic
For who?
for my generation.
You kids.
It's actually a little older than me though. Like I was like 10 when it came out. 9.
It's not Spider-Man.
The last word could be. No, can't even. Nope. You'll get it. It's a type of insect.
Is it? Okay.
Sorry, Nathan.
Is it a spider movie?
That's an arachnid.
What the fuck ever?
It's not an insect. The last word, it's not like a synonym to it, but like cause would help you get this last word. Cause. Usually cause is
A bug movie that's a thinker?
It's not a bug movie. It just has it in the title. All right. This is gonna be a huge spoiler. Nathan's taking off. Oh,
The butterfly effect?
there you go.
Ah,
Butterfly
yes.
effect.
Okay, I was thinking of like dumb spider fucking movies.
I was
like,
too. Butterfly effect.
Thinker.
Good
Like
one.
I was a thinker.
Look at that, Nathan. You got a clap. I didn't get a clap. So that has been episode 4 of the Get Perspective podcast. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Eryc, for coming on. Thank you, Adam, for being Adam, I guess. I will
Do what
see
I do
you
best.
guys next week. No idea who my guest is gonna be, and I'm gonna end it with some lo-fi. See ya. All right, now we just talked for like 5 minutes.
Goddamn.
All right.
Yeah, that was cool. What?
I don't know. I'm listening to Castro laugh in the front room. He's
Is
loud
he in
as
the
well.
front room?
Yeah, that's where he sleeps.
Oh, he's a couch guy now?
Oh, he has an air mattress.
Oh.
Did he move out of that house?
Yeah, Papa kicked him out.
I wouldn't call it moving out. He got kicked out.
Papa was just
Wow.
like, I'm selling the place. Cash was like,
I mean,
I have to find a place to go.
so that means I can't live here? or-
Right. Like, you want me to buy it? Like, what do you mean? It's pretty
No.
pretty messed up.
Nobody should buy that house ever.
No, it's the shittiest house ever. Thank you, Revenate, for watching. Thank you. I don't know if I should say that.
Big fuzzy tacos.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Pink Fuzzy Tacos.
Thank you, Papa
Big fuzzy
Falafas.
tacos.
Thank you, Questioning Quail, for being my #1 fan. Always watching me when I'm live. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Nathan's not subscribed, so whatever.
Ooh.
It's okay. I hope you find that PC soon. Or sell that PC. He's selling his computer.
He's getting married, man.
Yeah. He's not gonna have time.
He needs it for the money.
No, honestly, he's selling it to buy a better one.
Of course.
This is how it is.
So he told Haley that it's because he needs money, but the money is to buy a better one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Like, babe, I'm doing this for us.
Doesn't Haley have like?
She has a better computer than him. I'm pretty sure. She has like a 1080 in hers.
No, because I gave him 2 graphics cards.
Yeah, 298. Or was it 980s or 1080s?
298. So why don't you just like snag that one from her?
I think he has it. Oh yeah, she doesn't use it. She could use onboard because she doesn't. She plays Sims. I think that's what
I love that game.
you're basic.
Take away the diving board when they're in the pool, they're fucked. They're just dead. They die.
Jesus. All right, guys. This is for real. Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be up on
Bye.
YouTube Monday.